are going live, going live, going live, 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 going live.
Hey,
We're
live! Hello!
Hello, hello.
Hi,
I'm Becky.
I'm Jason.
We are Pear of Geeks, and this is Pear of Geeks.
Live stream. Is that what I was supposed to say?
Live.
Just live.
We call
Well,
the
of
stream
course we're
don't we?
live.
Oh, yes, we put the date in as well. It's
Yes.
the 4th of October, 2019. Or if you're watching this in the future, it's the...
If you're watching this in the future, the convention's already over.
The convention +2. Oh my god. Last week, we showed we showed all the physical prizes that we had. And it took us 2 3/4 hours. And since then, more have arrived. So we're going to talk about those this week. And then we're going to take a look at some of the games that are being run.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, we're going to chat to you, our audience. Which we're already missing chat on.
Yes,
so,
hello everybody.
hello Michael B. Hello Ronnie Bradley. Hello Fuke. Can you read me today? Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Ronnie is looking forward to Com+2, although he still doesn't know what is running, and it's beginning to stress out about it. Roll a dice. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Like, you've got a choice of things to run, roll a dice. If you haven't come up with anything at all, recycle last year's that you were going to run but didn't because of your cold thing you had. Right. Before we venture too deep into this stream, we are going to announce the most important people in the world.
That sounds very dramatic and official.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they the
This
most
isn't
important
official.
people and awesome people in the world?
Well, we couldn't do this convention if we had to pay the shipping on all of the prizes that we're giving away for free ourselves. We do pay, but we need help. And these people have helped with monies to make it happen by supporting our Patreon.
Thank you.
Would you like to read out the names of the most awesome people in the world? See, we have a sheet of them here. It stays up on the wall in our home.
Indeed. So we have Russell Higgins, Jolly Mangina, Mark Threlfall, Ormba, Brandon Fishweek, David Poirier, AJ Vyuk Enterprises, Nate Hanshin, Philip Bates, and Elizabeth Chai-Praditcool. Thank you all so much for your support. You really make a huge difference with
you.
the con and logistics and all that stuff. Seriously, you're amazing.
Yes. Truly, truly amazing. Because we really do need help in posting all this stuff. We genuinely, it costs a lot of money to send it. I did last year. It's going to cost us more this year. Now, we still have some prizes to come. So we had some digital ones this week. I think AbTab got back to us and stuff. So the prize list on the website has been updated. It's conplus.live, by the way.
In the
Link
description.
is in the description.
No. As is the Patreon link if you do want to help support us.
We haven't got the sponsor list completely up to date, which is what I was in the middle of saying. It's
Yes.
like we did update it, and then more stuff happened and got confirmed and finalised. So it's not perfectly up to date, but it's close.
It's very close. And also, we have almost finalised the telethon agenda, so we're going to be putting that out for you in the mailing list.
In the mailing list, it'll also go on the event on the website and in the Facebook event listing as well.
But if you join our mailing list on Complus.live, you also get even more stuff for free in the form of a swag bag that we will distribute after the con.
We do. We email that out after the convention. There's lots of free goodies in there, and there is some stuff that is written especially for the swag bag. So do join the mailing list.
Yeah. There's
And
also...
for the people who are on the mailing list,
Yes.
they've had one email this year. They're about to get a
Loads.
couple more as we head into the last week. So we don't abuse it. It's just like, we kind of let you know when it's on. That's the purpose of the mailing list.
What I was also going to say was, as part of the swag bag, as well as there's a lot of free kind of quick start rules, and as you said, there's the modules especially written for the con. There's also a little voucher in there for every single person for, I believe it's $3 off anything at Pelgrane Press. So
Nice
cool.
little bonus. So, the first thing to arrive this week through the post was from a fairly major sponsor. They actually donated one of our star prizes last year. Mongoose Publishing. So they're behind Traveller. I had a really great interview with Matthew about Traveller. last year, and we gave away this amazing set of traveller prizes. It really was huge. I think we kind of conned them because we asked for prizes on 2 separate occasions. So they're like, yes, we could do a prize. Da, da, da. Then we did the interview, and I said, could you send us that Pirates of Drinax as a prize? And they went, yes, of course. I think they forgot they'd already sent us a load of prizes, so it was great. But this year, they have sent us something. This is brand new out, isn't it? Because this is only just hitting the shops like around today-ish.
Yeah, so anybody who's a fan of Mongoose Publishing will know they've done a Sea of Thieves Kickstarter, which is based off that video game from a few years ago where you basically go around being a pirate and doing piratey things and very kind of Curse of Monkey Island. Well, now they've made it as a role-playing game, and you can have a box. Not just a book, but a box. It's got
a heavy box as well.
It is heavy. It's got everything you need to play. By the way, it's a really streamlined system called the Avast system. It's very D6y, but they've got special dice in there with like little bone signs on and stuff. I think they've got some character sheets in there.
They have decks of cards, I believe, in the system as well.
Supply tokens. Yeah, personality cards. So this very heavy box of Sea of Thieves for however many pirates, 2 to 6 pirates, can be yours. And yes, as Ronnie said, it is a lovely box.
Yeah, it's a nice design. I like it.
Very good. So yes, they were teasing me. They were saying, can we talk in a couple of weeks because we may be able to get you something really new? And then they did. So thank you very much, Mongoose Publishing.
And that really is genuinely only just hitting the shops right now. I think it arrived to us. When was it?
Like
Wednesday? Thursday?
No, it was a bit earlier than that, like the end of last week, I think.
No, because if that was the case, we'd have shown it last week.
Oh, that's true, yeah, okay.
I think it might have been Tuesday or something. So basically...
I'm losing track. There have been so many prizes coming to us recently.
It arrived at Mongoose Publishing. I forget exactly where they are, somewhere in the M4 corridor. I think it is at Slough. Anyway, it arrived, and we got one of the first boxes off, so, yeah.
Swindon,
you're right. They got the magic roundabout.
Okay. What should we do next?
The next one, it's one of these boxes. It's the... I know which one it is. It's the one with the flight stands. Which is that box down there.
This little one.
Yes.
No, this is the other one. No.
It is. It's the bigger box.
Wrong box.
You're gonna love these ones, guys. These are...
There's the chopsticks.
We're not giving away chopsticks.
Yeah, we keep chopsticks on our table, don't judge us. Right. So, yeah, there's one of their business cards.
Yes. So, first thing, we have no idea what these look like. They are black sealed envelopes.
Well, we know what they are.
They contain, there are a pack of character sheets. Now, we're guessing they're nicely designed and stuff like that. But we can't see them. They're in a sealed envelope, so we've no idea what to expect.
Yes.
But it's very nicely done. You know, this is like glitter, calligraphy and stuff on the front.
Can we say who these people are? Because maybe that will help.
Yes. But I was going to do it once we got something we could really show.
I see.
So
then,
how
let's go
about
for these. Yes.
Some Creative Quest handmade leather dice bags? We've got 2 here in different sizes.
Yep, we've got...
Work as a hat.
Wow. Gonna smell of shampoo. This one is a bit bigger than the bag I have for a pound of dice, so it's really good.
Dice.
I love the little
buckle release.
Buckle things.
It's really nice, isn't it?
You kind of press it down almost like a button.
Yeah.
And when you open it up as well, it's got a lovely colour inside, the yellow, like this, and it opens really wide. Like, look at that.
Yeah, so you can just open that up, start the session, plonk it on the table, and a huge stack of dice in there. And this one is a little bit smaller. It will fit several poly sets in, though, definitely.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So it's a sizable dice bag, handmade, leather, lovely. But it's not the only thing they've sent us. This is a real curious... I like this. So if any of you play with minis...
I love how they're kind of magnetising each other at the moment.
So if any of you play with miniatures and want a solution for what to do when something is flying, we've got these stands. And what they do is they're actually telescopic, a bit like one of the old car aerials. So it comes right out like this. Hopefully you can see this on the stream.
Well, we've got a little card as like a marker of how big these things can be. So this is about, what would you say, 50 centimeters total? Yeah,
foot and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 18 inches-ish. Now, they come with a set of 5 magnets. I think that's 5.
Yeah, they're 5.
Possibly 6. There's another one there. So what you do is you glue the magnets to your mini base, and then magnet on top, and you can fly, and you've got altitude brakes and everything. That's really cool. I love that simple, elegant idea, and it looks stylish on the table. That's really nice.
So both flight stands are for 1 prize.
Yes, you get both in 1 prize.
So if you like your dragons and if you've got minis, then
you'll have enough magnets to do plenty of minis. That's not the only thing they've sent us.
These are my favourite out of what they've sent.
We haven't actually properly opened these up yet.
No.
So let's do it now. Ooh, I know what's in here. Get yours out too.
Yes.
This is really nice.
This was the thing that attracted me to their stall. Their stand.
We hold them both up in succession. Ready? And go! It's a potion of healing. So...
with some D4s inside.
Yes. 2D4.
So it's basically a nice little prop that you can use to say, okay, I have this potion of healing. But also, it's a way of saying, oh yeah, it's 2d4 healing if you're a cleric, or 3d4 if it's a bit, more advanced if you're higher level, that kind of thing.
Just put more dice in. But yeah, so it comes complete with the 2d4, and so you can determine when it's used, when it isn't, and stuff. And they're nice. Got like a... I don't think it's actually made of wax, but it kind of looks like wax seal.
No,
but it's more
not.
durable than that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind
like
of a hard...
It's a cast resin or plastic or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
Lovely.
Really nice. Sweet. So those cute little things will be going out to some lucky prize winner too.
By the way, we haven't said hello to Power Up Gamers.
Oh, awesome. Hello.
Welcome. They are another one of our sponsors.
They are giving a huge bundle of prizes.
Yeah, and I think by the looks of the chat, it's just got even bigger.
Really?
Yes.
By the way, it looks like we'll be adding some of the Legat 3 PDFs to the bundles as
well.
Awesome. Yes, we were a little unsure on that last week when we did the prize announcement of all the prizes. Now, the next one to arrive... Now, I thought we were giving away PDFs for these people, but books have turned up.
Yes.
So, can you tell me what's going on here?
As in,
I know what the books are. I know a little bit about them.
Yeah.
I know both of those systems.
Yep. So, with this sponsor, we're giving away 2 paperback books, each for each system. There are 2 systems, and then 3 each of the PDFs. Of the same system.
Right, so this is
Feral 5
Gamers.
in total, basically.
Yep, so this is Feral Gamers. Now, they produce a system called Ghost Ops Covert Operations RPG, and we have 2 of the core rulebooks here. Now, this particular system is very popular with ex-service personnel.
Yes,
and I've had a flick through, and I can see why. It's talking their language, and if you're ex-service personnel or you just like that kind of thing, I think this is the system for you. It's very comprehensive. I mean, we're talking 250 odd pages there, roughly. Yep. So, and it has a massive following on the Facebook group for it of people who used to serve in various different nations and stuff.
Yes.
So,
5 of those. And then we also have 2 paperbacks and 3 PDFs of League of Seekers, which really caught my eye. If you've ever seen the Underworld movie series and kind of combine that with a bit of Cthulhu, then this is League of Seekers.
Yeah, if you want that kind of gothic horror fantasy thing going on, this is the kind of alternative to Cthulhu.
I was not expecting that. It's sort of quite a bloodied naked person that I won't show on stream or anything.
There's a lot of blood in the art.
Yeah.
I just saw a jar of eyeballs.
Wow.
It has little splashes of colour here and there. They use red quite a lot in the art, sort of red and black art.
Oh, here's a nice one. So
it's kind of got an old school vibe to it.
Yeah.
But then some of the art is very... Like, this is not old school art at all.
No.
it's very modern and impressionistic, but that is two bodies being wrenched apart, and then the top half of the art is the blood splatter.
It kind of reminds me of Francis Bacon a bit.
Yeah, I like it. It's the alternative horror to Cthulhu, which I like that one.
Yeah. So again, we've got 2 paperbacks each, and then 3 PDFs.
Awesome.
To give away.
I will update the website with that info.
Brill. What shall we show off next? Shall we show off the little box?
That was the next one to
Yes.
arrive, and you say little box. This is not a little prize.
Yeah, so this is from the lovely people at Cognitive Merchant. And they also make leather accessories, and this really smells like leathery. Okay, so first of all, I'll open this up, but the poppers are quite stiff actually. We have a dice mat with this lovely sort of purple finish. Obviously I haven't pinched them together, so it's flat at the minute. But also on the back, you've got this lovely pattern here, which is gorgeous.
Yeah. So this works in the sense you pinch the corners together and it makes the tray. So very similar to the all rolled up stuff, except this is
really long, or wide.
This is like the premium handmade. I mean, this is genuine leather. It's got leather work done to it to give it a lovely design. This is top end stuff.
Although I've just seen Ronnie's comment, which says leather accessory sounds a bit suspect when you say it like that.
Like what?
We're holding them up, Ronnie. We're not suggesting anything. Okay, I'll show the little ones first, actually.
Okay.
That's the big thing. So we've also got this beautiful leather wristband, which has got some dragons on it. So it's got two red poppers on it. You've got adjustable bits there. Again, all handmade.
That'll make a nice contribution to a character costume. If you're doing a bit of cosplay or something,
absolutely.
or a bit of LARPing.
We have also got, and again, more for kind of cosplaying or just wearing in your own time, we have an eye patch.
Yeah, leather eye patch. So, again, you can enhance your character at the table.
Very cool. I like how there's actually little holes in it.
Yes, you could actually see through the eye patch.
Which is cool. I like that.
So, have a little prop. You can be your character at the table.
This is actually made with a silk string, which is really nice, really intricate.
And then... Now, what Cognitive Merchant do that I think is quite interesting, in their own gaming group, if they like kill a particular boss monster, they'll then make something to use as a physical prop at the table out of that boss monster. So if your party has killed a green dragon recently, what better thing to reward them with than a green dragon dice pouch?
Bag.
The scales have that lovely shimmery effect in the light. So it's all got, they've done the leather working to engrave it like dragon scales. And I think that's awesome. Like I would actually deliberately throw a green dragon into my campaign just so I could give that away to the players, because I think that would be
absolutely beautiful. Even this sort of what would you call it, little metal disc thing has got like dragon patterns on it.
Oh, I haven't...
Yeah, it's got a lot of detail.
Wow.
This thing.
That is quite stunning. That is not going to be easy to show in the light, but yeah.
No, I didn't really want to undo everything.
Yeah, I want to keep it sealed. It's got something in there which I think might just be packing material.
I think it is as well, just to keep it kind of.
Hopefully, we're not shipping cocaine out to people.
No, I'm sure they did not add that as part of the price, darling.
Of course not. Yeah, it's a packaging like green creche paper.
Or say you kill another green dragon.
No, that is you know what that reminds me of, because of the eye pattern. Well, you could say a beholder, actually. Even better. I was trying to think of the name of that faceless horror thing with all the eyes on it. It's just a fleshy, gloopy thing.
Oh, right.
Has loads of eyes on. But this, we've got to show these eyes up close.
So this is a dice cup, a big one. So again, you could get a good few sets in there. I just love the eyes. And
yeah, so if you kill a beholder...
Yeah, or a scaly beholder. Thing is as well, This is really sturdy stuff. It's not kind of a flimsy, thin leather. This is
hardened. This
yeah,
is
hardened leather.
I always kind of mock the fact that D&D has this kind of leather armor, and I'm like, what?
It's like
were the warriors in your fantasy world into BDSM or something? Why leather? It's kind of ridiculous. It should be a padded jack or something.
So I'll just do another close-up of that.
If hardened leather is a thing in your fantasy worlds, then I think that's what it is.
Michael B suggesting a gibbering mouther.
That's the one. Thank you.
Well, I'm so sorry. However, yeah, so this is my favourite out of the stuff that we've got, but it's also beautiful, and it could all be yours. And this stuff, it's all handmade. So every one of these that's made, for example, is ever so slightly different. So
yeah, and you can
really special stuff.
If you've got a particularly epic fight in your campaign, they take requests and will custom make the stuff. So
yes,
they'll change the design to suit the patterns on the skin or leather, other to suit whatever monster it is your players are killing. So that's really cool. Yes. Now that's not the only prize to have arrived this week. We have more stuff.
Yes, this one I've been looking forward to.
Because you had a quick taster of this, didn't you?
Yeah, very quick in sort of interview mode, so we didn't get to do it, for as long as anybody who would just be sort of going along on the stall or anything. But this is, one of the latest game books to come out. The Kickstarter has been funded, and I believe the first batch are going to be going out quite soon. Yeah. So this is The Weirding Woods.
A shiny cover.
From Story Master's Tales. And as you can see, it's not a book, but a box. And there are 2 of these. Why is it in a box? Well, not only do you get a game book, but you also get cards. They are a fundamental part of the game mechanics. You also get this lovely felt pouch, which I believe has got some pencils in and some tokens. Which you also need.
I don't want to open it, but I do.
Yeah, you also need tokens. I do remember that we had to sort of throw some tokens and stuff like that. You've also got this lovely sort of terrible notepad thing of your character sheets.
Yeah, it's a nice styled character sheet.
Full colour.
Really cool. Yeah.
It's got a very Fighting Fantasy vibe, I must say. Very similar. But of course it's got different things on there, like fighting skill, magic craft, and so on.
The inside of the box is printed too.
Well, no, those are cards, I think.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And you've got different cards, which I'm assuming is your classes that you can play as.
I think they're like standees. You can cut down the middle and fold, and then you've got a thing that stands on the table, so you cut them out.
But this is the book itself, The Weirding Woods. Now, you may have heard me talk about this before, but I cannot stop raving about this because I love my game books, but this is multiplayer. So you can play with up to 5 people with a game book. That's never happened before. And the author, Ollie, was telling me how this has exploded worldwide, this book. So, once again, I'm quite jealous of whoever's going to win these, but there are 2 of these to give away.
Yes.
And once again, there is the beautiful, shiny box for you.
I love the way it's catching the lights in this room.
I forgot to say, of course it's kind of got a fantasy vibe, but rather than kind of sword and sorcery, it's a bit sort of darker than that. So kind of Baba Yaga, creepy
I believe
type
it's
stuff.
a kind of a replayable thing as well, because the cards are driving the story point.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, it is replayable, which is an interesting approach too. So, there are more prizes on the way.
Yes.
So, here's what we know is coming. We know Kakapopo TCG are backing us again this year. We don't know exactly what's in the box. We know the box arrives Monday because we got a tracking link.
Yep.
So that's definitely on the way. We know Paizo have sent a prize. We're hoping it arrives in time. We believe it's somewhere between the US and the UK at the moment. And lastly, I've spoken to DMB Games, who one of our star prize contributors this year. They are giving us 3 dungeon sets, a starter set, 2 starter sets and 1 core set. So these are full resin dungeon setups. When I spoke to them earlier today, they were trying to give us more stuff. More dungeon sets. I said, I could do you some more, I just won't be able to get them done before the con. But like, you give them away and we'll post them out after. I'm like, stop.
So
okay, this is already an amazing prize. Right? We'll give them away next year.
Would you like to explain why it's an amazing prize?
Right, so these dungeon sets are being given away not just as a dungeon set, but also Thomarillion are including a voucher in the prize. Now, Thomarillion is my favourite dungeon decor shop, so you can go and buy some little extra bits of scenery to put inside. I love Thomarillion stuff, but we're going to do a video on Thomarillion, or I am, very soon. And on top of that, Reaper Miniatures are contributing to that prize with 2 of them. The 2 starter sets will get basically, so the dungeon starter set, Thomarillion voucher, and they will get a set of undead. They'll get a lich, a spirit, 3 skeleton archers, and 3 zombies. So a little bit of sort of undead to get you started. But the person who gets the core set, the dungeon core set, they also get the Thomarillion voucher, but they get this huge bundle of miniatures.
It's massive.
Because what basically happened there, and we did cover this last week, for those of you who watched last week, but basically, when Reaper were putting together the 3rd set of Undead, they were out of liches. They had 2 lich models, they didn't have a 3rd. So they got the Spirit and 3 Skeleton Archers and 3 Zombies, but they said, we haven't got a lich, so what they did instead is they gave us a £100 voucher, and they said, go knock yourselves out. So we just got, we got tons of orcs, we got gnolls, I believe, rats, ratmen.
Yep. Things like spiders, ticks, like swarms of them.
Go and then just like all of the classic dungeon monsters I could think of are basically threw in there as well. So you got sort of a set of orcs, a set of gnolls, a set of ratmen, and then kind of a spattering of all those weird and wonderful monsters and slimes and all sorts. So it's a really amazing prize.
I'm surprised Scott Poe hasn't arrived yet. That's normally what happens when I choke on coffee.
So, Helen McCravitz.
Hello.
That's starting to blur the lines between gamebook and RPG in a box, like Betrayal at House on the Hill, Feral Gamers, hello Jay, we were just showing off your books. Can contributors win the prizes, or are we exempt? You can win. If you tune into the telethon, you're absolutely allowed to win. No, please do tune into the telethon. The more people that watch it, the better. In fact, post about it in your groups and bring your supporters with you as well.
Bring your people to us.
Yeah, and we'll just have a big RPG party of giving stuff away.
Yeah, I mean...
And I don't mind giving stuff to you, especially if I do bump into you at UK Games Expo next year. If I can take the prize to Expo and not post it, I would love that.
Yes.
So anything to save postage.
But also with the House on the Hill thing, I agree to an extent, but I think the big difference with Story Master's Tales is the focus is still on the actual story. It's a very immersive story. And whilst, Betrayal, I find Betrayal fun. I know that you're not such a fan. You do quite like it, but not compared to me.
Betrayal at House on the Hill is an interesting board game, so we've veered right off into board games, but that's okay. It's an interesting board game. It's very chance driven. I mean, like in terms of board gaming, modern board gaming, the game mechanics have got so clever at bringing out fun. The way that modern games are designed, you don't know the winner 3 hours before the end, you do in Monopoly, and all those little. Everyone's playing until the end, and stuff, and is engaged until the end, and the game remains fun until the end. Modern board game mechanics have got so damn good, and then Betrayal just says, "Now we're not worrying about all this lessons we've learned from these other games. We're just going to make it a game of chance." So I love the theme. Yeah, but it's all about theme.
There is a lot of replay value to an extent, but if by luck you throw the same number of dice and whatever, you're going to go down the same path. Whereas this, it's so much more than that. You've got your dungeon master, you've got people around deciding different things. There's all these different outcomes with luck added, like with the tokens and dice and stuff. So it's story driven, but there's just so many more possible outcomes and stuff like that. And more story.
Power Gamer say, by the way, if we are doing Butterfly Project next year, I might be making a trip to Africa anyway, so might be able to record some stuff with them in person.
Oh, we had a chime.
We did have a chime. Was that a donation chime? Oh my god, it was.
Whoa! Thank you, whoever did that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You made our donation ticket.
Oh, it was Ronnie. Oh, thank you so much, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Also, Fuke said, we'll do my best to bring people to the telethon. Thank you, Fuke.
Yes, bring them in. More people, the better.
Yes, more people. And also...
The only people that aren't allowed to win, incidentally, are the presenters.
Yeah, so we can't win any of this.
We are the only people in the world who can't win. We
have to keep it in our cupboard locked away so we don't accidentally start using them or reading them. Anyway.
Right. So the next topic. Is... Dun, 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 dun. We thought we'd take a look at some of the games that are already in for Com Plus 2 that you could join. So Com Plus 2...
Oh my goodness me!
Oh my word! Check that. What does it say now? 1505, 69. Thank you!
Thank you very much.
We do the donation
again, whoever did that.
Dance. It's a song.
It's just making me bounce on the sofa a bit.
Yeah, I know, but I figure if I embarrass myself every time someone donates, maybe more people will donate. It's like an early telethon. It's the pre-telethon.
We've got another couple of things. So Ryan says, can we win and donate the prizes back to you though?
Well, that would be a bit rude.
No,
it'd be a bit rude to the sponsors.
Yes, absolutely. And Power Gamer says already got some people that are planning on tuning in at the very least. Indeed, I know that Laith has put his name down for the telethons. That's fantastic.
Awesome.
And Fuke says wants to stop someone from donating their prize to the hosts. Whoops.
You know what? I wouldn't say no, but
even so, no.
But even so, I think what we want to make sure that some of this also goes to the kids. So if you do win a prize that you don't want, then just let us know discreetly, and we'll send it to the kids in Africa instead. Yeah. Because we're going to put together something for them. We've got some stuff to send them anyway.
Yes.
So the older kids there are really into Pathfinder. The younger kids are more into D&D. Seems to be the kind of pattern of it. But let's take a look at some of the games that are running at Com Plus 2 this year. No. So the first thing is actually a thing that carries with it a physical prize.
Yes. Right.
So if you are into the Doomtown card game, and you can talk a bit more about Doomtown, I think you know a little bit about it, don't you?
A little. I've not ever played it myself, but it's basically Doomtown Reloaded is a card game based around Savage Worlds.
And it's the setting, I believe, with the cowboys and the zombies?
Yeah, so Gomorrah, it's called.
Okay.
Rather aptly named.
Now, I can't remember if you win it, if you enter the tournament, or if it's just like the top couple of people. Yeah, I think for entering the tournament, I think you do get this foil, this rare foil that you can only get at the World Championships.
Yeah. So it takes place on, let me get this right, OCTGN, which basically you join. There's I think room for like 24 players.
To get the thing up. There we go.
Yes.
I need to squeeze up closer to you though to be on camera. So there we go. There's the game listing on the website.
Yep. And it's 60 hours worth of gaming.
Yeah. So I had a quick look at this, and the way it seems to kind of work, you sign up on the website that's linked in this description.
Yep.
Let me see, right at the bottom here.
Yeah. It's got all the rules and sort of criteria and stuff.
I'm trying to select just that bit, but
it's not one.
There we go, done it. I can use a mouse. Okay. So the link right at the end there, that will take you through to the Doomtown event.
Yeah.
They charge $5 for entry to this event.
That's right. Yeah.
And then ask you to donate more. And basically all of that money goes to the donation at the end. And last year, their donation was like several $100s. I remember it coming in at the end of the telethon.
Yeah, it was amazing.
We got really emotional in it because it helped us really knock it out the park last year.
Yeah.
So thank you, Doomtown. So
Hello, Steve Ross.
Hello.
YouTube notifications at its best. Yes, I know what you mean. They can come in with a bit of a delayed reaction.
We're often a little bit late putting the stream up, to be honest. We need to get in the habit of doing it beforehand. Crikey, I just remembered, didn't we actually make this stream for this week, last week?
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't use that?
No, we didn't. Oopsie.
Oh, we're such muppets. Right.
Never mind.
We thought we were getting better at doing this whole let's get the stream set up so the notification goes out.
No, we're not. We're not.
Okay.
We're not.
So next one is You Don't Know Jack. Okay, so this is being GM'd by Dr. Pepper. And it's running on the Friday afternoon for the Americans.
Mm-hmm. Original D&D.
White Box plus Greyhawk at level 1. God, I wouldn't want to be a wizard.
Well, there's a wizard very prominent in that picture, I think.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, there you go, wizard.
Yeah, they're about to die. Because in first edition D&D, a wizard that is standing upright might break their legs at any moment. So that is cool. Let's have a look at the plot. So pre-gen's available, but players may roll their own characters at the start of the game. Rating mostly PG, possibly some PG-13.
So definitely breaking legs.
Yeah, for wizards who try to stand.
Yep.
A mixture of mystery and exploration. The amount of combat will mostly depend on the players. There you go. So if you fancy a bit of old school, go for it. The event is called You Don't Know Jack. It's got somebody signed up already. So, Chains of Moirai. Right. Okay, so this is with the charm system.
Yes. Now, the guy who's running it, Aaron, he was a sort of volunteer, helpery admin person with us for Com+1. And this charm system, you probably haven't heard of it unless you've backed his Kickstarter, because it's something brand new that he's just put out.
It's on Kickstarter at the moment, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's been up for, I think, a couple of weeks, I think. So not very long at all. But this is his system, along with a few other people.
Yeah.
So brand new.
Okay. And this is running on the Friday be midnight for us Brits, but it's going to be evening for America. So Friday evening, right at the start of the con. An exploration of character creation and gameplay of the charm system. In this, we will create a character which only takes 5 minutes and play a game set in the world of Chains of Moirai, an interstellar science fiction fantasy. An ancient torpor relic has been found in a nearby solar system, and the 4 of you have been tasked to retrieve it. The torpor, a race of ancient godlike beings that slept in the dark reaches of space, were always thought of as a myth. But the pay for this job is too good, and it's half up front.
That's pretty decent.
Will the fantasy turn out to be truth, or will myth remain legend? Because I'm awful at the time for my own sanity, it starts 7 p.m. West Coast time in America and ends 11 and 12 p.m. West Coast time. So I think 7 o'clock. He did, is 7 p.m. West Coast time. EDT is
East Coast time.
So that time needs changing then, doesn't it?
Well, I believe he's based East Coast time anyway. Unless he said he was going to move to the west.
It starts 7 p.m. West Coast time in America. So we need to adjust this start time for him because the
that's fine. I can do that.
Okay, then there's a picture of us.
Yes. So there's 3 beautiful pictures.
Yes.
Which are the most beautiful out of them all. And basically it is our telethon divided into 3 different events. Why? Because it's 24 hours and YouTube will only let us stream 8 hours at a time. Or else obviously it would be one ginormous picture.
Okay. So I was just doing a refresh there because I gather somebody's just posted a game. So
yes.
Next up we have a panel hosted by Power Up Gamers Role-Playing for Accessibility. And the topic is accessibility and inclusiveness within gaming. So this is all full. What I realise Jaren is actually watching right now. So if you don't want people to be able to join, what you can do is set the participant number of players to 1, and then there'll be no join event button. But if you want people to be able to join to get notifications, then set it as high as you like.
Yeah.
So this is a general chat regarding accessibility and inclusiveness issues within the gaming communities and industry. The last hour will be a Q&A. The panel may be watched at, and then there is that incidentally is an RTMP address. That's not a link that will allow people to watch it. That's the link you give your encoder software to stream. So you might not update your description there, Jaren. But that's a kind of topic that I think if you do give us the link for that one, I will post that in the industry group.
Yeah,
because,
good idea. Yeah.
I think a lot of people in the industry can benefit from your thoughts on making games more accessible.
Absolutely. In terms of time, so for us Brits, it's 8 p.m. And obviously, more east you go, it's a bit later. Eastern time, 3 o'clock. Central time, it says 9 o'clock there, which it shouldn't do. It should. I believe it says 2. I keep thinking CEST is...
No, CEST is
Central
Europe.
Time, but no, I beg your pardon.
CST is Central Standard Time.
Yeah, I realise that now, yeah.
CEST is Central European Standard
All these
Time.
abbreviations, Jesus.
It's not my fault, I didn't invent the system.
But yeah, Central Time in America, 2 p.m, from what he's told me, so...
Yeah, and that's on the Saturday. So during the telethon...
So...
Trying to take viewers away from us.
If you are going to watch the panel, then make sure you've got your planner so you don't miss anything that you want to win.
We'll be publishing the schedule for stuff soon.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is new.
We'll also, of course, recap all the winners, by the way, at the end on the stream.
I guess he rolled a dice.
Yes, he did. Incident at Wellworth Prison. So this is the game that Ronnie was supposed to run last year. Modern horror game for True 20, which is one of his favourite systems. It's kind of like D&D, but more streamlined, more simplistic. Obviously,
it's a kind of a 3.5 offshoot type thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, a dark night at a rundown prison starts with a terrifying sequence of events that could see all the inmates down to hell.
Yes, and it's going to be late at night, 9 o'clock.
Yes, we're all playing into the evening, and that's on the Saturday.
Saturday night at 9.
Okay, of course, we'll still be broadcasting then. We'll be into the second part of our 3-part stream by that point.
Yep. Because remember, we are running from midday to midday UTC, which is different from last year, which was midnight.
Yes. And screw doing that again.
Yeah. Midday to midday sounds a bit more feasible, but especially...
It is going to make the end hard, though.
Yeah, I know.
But the end's hard anyway.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
But especially if, you're not sort of around our time zone, make sure you know what time zone it is for you so you can join.
Yes, Steve Ross is asking exactly when it's happening. So basically, it begins next Friday with the first few games starting to happen. Then midday Saturday is when our RPG prize giveaway stream will begin. For Britain, it'll be 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's UTC midday. So it means for Central Europe, it'll be 2 o'clock, which means for Eastern Daylight Time, it'll be
should be
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
So for Americans, it's kind of it's a comfortable. It's a breakfast start.
Yeah. Although Fuchs says for them it's 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. It's going to be hard but doable.
Yeah. See, I find. Oh, excuse me. I think that actually is almost perfect because I find the hardest time actually happens when it starts to get, just as it's starting to get around 5 a.m. is hard, right? It's that kind of 3-4 o'clock through to about 8-9 o'clock when your second wind kicks in when you normally wake up, a little bit later because you've been going 24 hours. But once you get that second wind, you're fine. I think we'll be fine at the end of the stream. Our problem is going to be in that 5 a.m. So for Fuke, it'll be around midnight. He'll still have plenty of energy.
Yes.
He'll be dead.
There's a couple more bits we've missed.
Okay.
So Parrot Gamer says, I'll look at fixing that tonight with the times and stuff.
Yeah.
We might also do a D&D 5e game with Legat 3 stuff, but it's still up in the air on that one.
Okay.
Awesome.
So
Steve
Yes,
says
we read that one.
he'll write a note about the times and staple to forehead.
okay, so we got as far as looking at this picture.
Yes.
Old school vibe going on here. Look, digging the skeletons.
Another old school D&D, but this time it's AD&D.
Okay, Terror in Torrington, AD&D First Edition, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. This is being run by Lord Morbius. Often in the chat, causing chaos. So it's running on the Saturday at UTC 4 a.m.
Sunday, it says there.
My apologies. I completely misread that. So yes, it's running on the Sunday at 4 a.m. UTC, which is a midnight for East Coast, and sort of 5 a.m. for us Brits. Now, what's the deal here? This is a long description. So, a sinister curse has befallen the sleepy village of Torrington, and supernatural terror stalks the streets. The village elders have sent forth word summoning the local would-be heroes to attempt to save the village from horror that has been murdering the villagers and livestock alike. Are you courageous enough to face the unknown, the supernatural terrors? Do you value your life so little that you are willing to risk it for fame and for a very modest reward? If so, this may just be the task for you. Apply at your own risk. This role-playing scenario is for Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Rule System 1st Edition, features pre-created characters, and is role-playing, clue-finding, mystery-solving scenario. Cool. That ultimately ends with some potentially horrific resolution. Read that as mature themes, not suitable for young children.
Okay.
This game will be played over my Discord server, and players will have to download the free version of Discord to play if they do not already have the program.
Okay.
Cool. Now the next one. It does sound quite cool, actually. Like I was saying, I like the the kind of the madness thing going on there. Right. So the next one. This is a bit of an event, so I'm gonna just go back to camera if I can see the button. I actually can't. That 4K screen is too, things are too tiny on it. Right. So during the Complus event, what the kids in Kampala at the Butterfly Project are gonna try to do is stream one of their games, and they're going to stream one of their Pathfinder games. It'll be the older kids. We don't know if it'll work. We hope so.
But it's awesome they want to get involved.
Yeah, they want to be part of it. And they're actually talking about, some of the kids are talking about trying to join some of the other games going on, so that'll be really cool.
Awesome.
But internet availability and availability of computers is an issue, so they'll do what they can. So get your games hosted. You might actually be able to get to play with some of the kids we're raising money for. That'd be awesome.
Yes.
They're gonna try and host a stream so that you can tune in live and watch them playing a Pathfinder in sort of their style and way of playing it.
Yes.
So let's go back to the listing and read it in their own words. So
there's a bit more chat as well.
Okay, we'll come back to the chat in a moment.
Okay.
So this is happening on Sunday. It's starting at UTC 9 a.m, so 5 a.m. for East Coast America, 10 a.m. for us Brits. So this is what they said. We're going to try to live stream. Wow. One of our games of Pathfinder, run by the young people in Kampala, Uganda, to give viewers a chance to see how they play and run their games. The exact scenario is yet to be chosen, but will be announced here in the near future. You can't join this game, but we hope you might enjoy looking in on our game, at least for a time. That's cool. All right, let's catch up on... Well, actually, let's finish the events and then go back to the chat. Yeah. So the next one is Roll the Roll, which is another relatively new one to drop in. So I haven't had a chance to read this one yet. It says Scarred Lands. Do you want to read this one?
Yeah, sure. I've heard of Scarred Lands, but I've not ever played it. It's called The Artifacts of Spiragos, or Spiragos, something like that. This is run by Jaren D&D, so the man behind Power Up Gamers, or one of the men behind Power Up Gamers. This is at UTC 5 o'clock PM. So for recent time, that's sort of afternoon, 1 o'clock. Scarred Lands, The Artifacts of Spiragus, is actual play D&D 5e game set in the Scarred Lands setting. We have a varied crew featuring Scarred Lands, exclusive races and class features. We're a fun group who just loves playing in this setting. The game might feature strong language and mild fantasy violence. The group is currently full. The game can be watched at, and again, you may need to change the link type there because it's an RNTP.
Yeah.
RTMP even, sorry.
Mm-hmm. And that is running on the Sunday, so it'll actually be after we're finished.
Yes.
So, afraid we won't be tuned in, we'll be collapsed dead and asleep. But we might well watch the replay.
Yes.
So
now this one hasn't got any players yet, which I'm a bit surprised at because it looks really cool.
Yeah, and it's great to see Starfinder being run as well because we gave away this wonderful bundle of Starfinder prizes last year, and we got some Starfinder to give away this year too. So it's called The Great Wayland Honey Heist. It's being GM'd by CJ. And is running right at the very end of the convention. So, actually, it's not the last event. There's one more after it. But it's on the Sunday, beginning at 7 in the evening UTC. So, mid-afternoon for Americans and sort of quite... certainly playable. I mean, 8 o'clock for us Brits. Mm-hmm. So you could start a game at 8. We often do midweek. So, update about the game. A one-shot based on Grant Howitt's inspired Honey Heist mini-RPG. The Great Wayland Honey Heist is an adventure designed for a group of 6th level uplifted bear characters using the Starfinder RPG rules. It's made for light-hearted action with a touch of noir. Focuses on tongue-in-cheek, hard-boiled, uplifted bear criminals operating in their own sleazy Ursine underworld. Hosts an adapted version of the Honey Heist flashback mechanic and will likely, depend on player choices, make use of the system's wide vehicle chase rules. Players can design their own bear to fill one of 5 team roles, or they can use a pre-generated character. I would totally be up for giving that a go, so I've been meaning to try this.
There's a few of these games I would totally join into if I wasn't presenting for 24 hours.
Now this one looks funny because I love the robot with the pumpkin head on the picture. This is so in theme for this time of year. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, and this one by far is our largest game. It's for 10 players and there's already 9 people in it.
No, it's incredible.
It's like... Yeah, I mean, I don't run those types of games, and I find it too many people, but, you know, good on Anthony Krupp for doing this. So this is right at the end of the con. For us, it's technically Monday.
Yeah.
But for American time, it would be 8:30, specifically, the day before. And then, obviously, sort of 7:30, 6:30 for further west you go. And in Europe, it's early hours of the morning type thing. So, a nice sort of sci-fi Halloween themed one here. It's October, and it's for a good cause. So why not assemble a crew sailing through the stars and handle a little issue that many have overlooked? Job doesn't pay well, might be a little dangerous, but it's bound to be exciting. A sentient android has reconfigured robots of a satellite station outpost to take command of the facility, and has dictated that there shall be no Hallows End festival, and means all candy to be taken from the citizens. That is appalling. Let's put a stop to this order, yes!
I can see why players are signing up to that one.
Yeah. However, I have no idea what system it is.
No, they haven't put it. And the interesting thing is, like, I wanted to check the messaging system was functioning, and there hasn't been any chat in the group yet. So somebody needs to join that group and kick it into gear. Yeah, no, it's... I'm hoping that one gets streamed or something because I'd like to see how a GM can handle 9 players online. I have to say.
By the way, just like Pear of Gaming has done, if you do want to stream anything, just put the public link for the video in your description so people can go in and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, last year let's come out of the split screen now, but. Obviously, last year every game was streamed, and we kind of made you make a YouTube account and stuff. But of course, when we were promoting the con, that would get friction on places like Reddit. So we thought we would do away with those kind of restrictions this year. And well, the Redditors still didn't sign up, so they just like to tear things down. That's Reddit.
Yeah, well.
So just before we go into the chat, there's one other thing. So you might once you create an account on the Complus Live website, you might have a look at a tab called Your Prize Fighter, and there's this thing that says Connect YouTube. And what's that about? So that is to do with prize claim. At the moment, we're going through the app approval process with YouTube. And we're kind of panicking a bit because they keep throwing these weird questions back. And, like, I'll answer something in a video because they insist you reply to them in the format of a video, because YouTube. So I answer a question, and then they come back and they ask a second question. So I ask the second question, and then they come back and say, we haven't covered the first thing. I was like, no, because it's in the previous video. So I'm kind of going around in circles a bit with them at the moment. But we are going through that process of getting the site validated. You can actually proceed past it at the moment, gives you a warning. At least it does in Firefox. I haven't tried all the different browsers. But anyway, hopefully, by the time of the convention, it'll all be signed off and the thing will work.
Yes.
If not, we'll panic and have to do something else. Don't know what.
Can you tell the viewers then what that would mean for them should things go wrong?
What it might mean, if it's just a delay in getting it processed, it might mean that prize claim is delayed by a week while we sort it out with YouTube or however long it takes.
Yeah.
But I honestly expect this to be dealt with by, at the very latest, start of next week. But I'm rather hoping we can solve it over the weekend. I just don't know if anyone from Google is there over the weekend. But I'm going to certainly... I'm going to knock it out the park this weekend on that stuff and give them nothing to moan about. Mm-hmm. At least I think I can do that. Mm-hmm. So we shall see. And then hopefully it'll all be sorted and nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But if it just drags on, it might be that, well, look, the button's there, but when you click it, it comes up with a warning. Just don't worry about it. Maybe we can do that. Or it'll be... we'll delay prize claim until we get it sorted.
Well, Michael B has just confirmed that yes, Firefox will allow you to continue with linking the account.
Yes, it does let you do that. I haven't tried Chrome or Edge or the other browsers with that, but I think I can sort it with YouTube or with Google. If we can't, then what we'll have to do is YouTube message people. Do they still have messaging on YouTube?
I don't know. They might have whittled that away.
Who knows? We'll find a mechanism somehow.
But also, will that affect the prize fighter?
I'm pretty sure that if we get to the point where we're up to Tuesday next week and Google still haven't approved it, I'm pretty sure, I think I can code a way around it. Okay. And it might be that I have to drop avatars and type names in. Worst case scenario, but I'm fairly sure that I can still read the live chat just using different API keys completely.
See what this amazing person does for us all.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, because I can do it with my own stuff, I can generate an API key myself going past all of the things where YouTube says, are you sure this is a alert, I haven't approved this. I can just go through that and say, I know you haven't approved it.
I don't care.
And get the API keys I need to do that thing. So I think I can still do that.
So in summary then, Prize Fighter should be working fine, so we can still do the prizes and have a good laugh with people in the arena, but you might need to wait a bit longer to actually be able to go in and claim, yes, I won that, yes, I won this.
Yeah, but I'm hoping actually it'll be all sorted and stuff.
Yeah.
So
worst case scenario.
But the really annoying thing is, this has become an issue now because everything was fine. We had API keys, we had approval from YouTube
all done
last year.
Yeah.
But because we're a yearly event, we didn't use our API keys for a load of the year. And Google said, we'll close down your inactive account. I went, what inactive account? I have many Google accounts. I'm a software developer. I have accounts all over the place. It's probably some website I did ages ago. Some former client or something. I won't worry about it. Because it didn't say what account that it had closed.
Which didn't help.
It just said, we've closed down your inactive account. So, anyway, I'm doing some stuff on the Complus website. I go, why does that not work? And I spent a couple of evenings, actually, because they didn't actually close the account down. I can still log into it. There is no noticeable change other than the fact that it's it comes up with this authorization account limit exceeded thing. Like, it just doesn't let me pull data from YouTube. But there's nothing to suggest that or why. And like, you log into the back end of Google, and it's all just there, and it's just like, no, this account has been banned because I didn't use it. That's the only reason. What gives?
Steve says, typical helpful YouTube.
Yeah, I was most unimpressed. Of like, just nightmare.
Possibly the worst time they could have launched that upon you, but what can we do?
I will get it sorted.
Alright, so let's go back up the chat. Are we going to have to start using the scroll rather than thingy? Because we've got quite a few.
I really need a drink because I'm sweating from that coffee. So
okay.
I'm going to go and grab some water. Would you like a top-up?
Yeah, alright, a little one.
Could jump over the prices again, just like last week.
Bloody number. That wasn't an elephant, honest. That was just Becky. Okay, so let's see where we were up to. So I believe it was something to do with... Yeah, here we go. So Ronnie says, I'm also still looking at running some games at my friendly local game store and film them for posting on my YouTube page during the convention. Yeah, that's fantastic. So basically, if you... Say you can't even make an online game, which would be kind of sad, but if you can't do that, but you are playing a game over the weekend in real life, if you want to broadcast it, or if you want to put that as you're running it for the convention, as it were, then make an event and say, yeah, we're doing like a board games day, or we're doing this tournament, or we're doing, I don't know, a Fate game or something, specifically for Con Plus. So a bit like, you know, with Free RPG Day, where everyone runs RPGs for free. It's basically kind of like that, in that you can say, yes, we're running this game, but it's for Con Plus, and that'd be lovely if you could do that. And then there's a bit more discussion about the FLGS. We'll need to get some people saying, yes, if nothing else, I might film some gaming in my house with Fiona and Maxine playing. I want to show the games that don't get as much love like Vienna. I have not played Vienna either. Some folks are not keen to be filmed. So best to ask. Yeah, absolutely. So that was one of our things this year, that we were aware that not everyone is confident on film in front of other people, especially from a broadcast point of view, whereas we are so used to it. I suppose we kind of take it for granted a little bit. But yeah, so we thought, okay, well, you know, if people want to play it privately, that's fine. But if you want to broadcast, then the option is there. And just exactly the same with, if you don't want to use YouTube, or whatever, you know, equivalent of Google Hangouts there is now. There are a couple, you know, if you want to use something like Roll20 or Discord, or even something else completely, then you can. So it is entirely up to you. Oh, or even Twitch, if you want to use Twitch. So whatever you like, really. Scott, Crom! Bye, Crom! You are late, indeed. You missed me choking on my coffee again. Ryan says, unless you are a wizard, Scott, in which case you are never late nor early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Ha 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 ha. Fuchs says, sounds like a lot of games I can't join due to keeping Pear of Geeks company. Well, you could join the last game, actually. That one is fine for you.
Or indeed play a game on the Friday night, because it's 3 days of gaming. But
3 whole days.
We're only doing the telethon streaming Saturday midday to Sunday midday.
So for example, I believe there was one.
There's a few on the Friday night.
I mean, obviously there's Doomtown as well.
Jack.
Yep, you don't know Jack, you could join that, and I believe Chains of Moirai works.
Games, yeah, Chains of Moirai, that's on the Friday.
Yeah, you do have at least a couple there.
No, I'm going to try that out, because I haven't seen this charm system at all. Obviously, it's brand new. But from what I understand, Aaron is quite a good game designer.
Yes.
So, check it out. It should be cool.
Indeed. So that's the Firefox bit, which we went through. Scott says, YouTube wants to be family/corporate friendly, all else be damned.
This is family friendly.
It's completely family friendly.
Just have to prove it to Google.
Oh, Fuchs says it's Canadian Thanksgiving. I see.
We didn't conquer Canada as well, did we?
I wasn't aware that there was a separate Thanksgiving with a different date. And yes, Scott, we do have Friday games, and we have Sunday games, and we have Saturday games. Because Scott says last year I didn't play anything.
Well, that sounds like a missed opportunity.
Indeed. So join some games, damn it.
If I wasn't so concerned with getting stuff ready at the last minute, I would actually join a Friday game myself. I kind of hope to. If somebody does like a Friday morning game, then I will actually, I think I could join that.
Yeah.
But I think Friday evening I'll be too busy panicking.
But yes, there are games dotted through the whole weekend, which is the point, because, you know, not everyone is available on the Saturday, so you got Friday and the Sunday as well.
Here's a sneak peek, because the game... What a time to unsubscribe.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, the game sign-up system will continue working after the convention.
Yes.
Now, I don't think we're big enough as a convention yet to achieve critical mass, but my hope is, as this goes on year on year on year, that it builds up enough momentum to become its own thing where you can constantly get a game and stuff like that. And we can start doing some really cool stuff. Because, like, alright, look, I mean, this... It's under NDA, I shouldn't show it, but I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek of something I've been working on. So, you know, this is running in a web browser, and it's something I've been doing for my day job, but, you know, I can do 3D graphics in web browsers and stuff. So this is all sort of native code, and, you know, you go into different sort of parts of the site, and, you know, things happen. So we can, you know, we can put this kind of really cool tech into Com Plus. You know, imagine if we did video conferencing, but projected it all in 3D, so you can get everyone on screen, and you can do hit points and stuff like that all on screen. So we can develop the tech if there's the interest there.
Yes.
So my hope is, if this convention builds over the years, and it's too hot for that hat.
It is too hot right now.
I'm actually going to go without a hat this week. That
Yes.
you know, if we can achieve some critical mass, we can maybe, you know, make some kind of community around this and build the tools into it. We've already got, so at the moment, if you create a game or join a game, there is an instant messenger thing within the website, and if somebody isn't present, it will send them an email afterwards if they miss the conversation, which is quite cool, right? And so, you know, you know that message will get through. There's nothing to stop us, as we continue to develop this, to have a phone app so you can actually get an instant notification
On your phone.
So, you know, that stuff can all happen. So, you know, if use the tools that are there, and the more use they get, the more we'll improve it.
And Parrot Gamer says, you mean Friday morning for you, right? Yes, absolutely, because Friday morning for you will be a bit later on in the day for us, and we'll be starting to think, okay, convention.
Yeah, nice sort of 3-hour game to start the day with. I think that could set us in the mood for the convention, and I could finally play a game at Com Plus. What do you reckon?
Well, yeah, I mean, as long as we can sort out a setup, because obviously we have to set the studio.
Yes, the studio will probably get set up Thursday, actually.
Yeah. Steve Ross says, kind of like your own Roll20 type of thingy, but with chat message app.
Yeah, but, you know,
sort of.
If we can get to the point, like, I can write a video chat system, and my frustration over trying to find a good one for use in our own streaming for when we play games on POG 2, because obviously Hangouts has gone downhill massively.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to find a good alternative, and, you know, we tried Discord, and then someone can't connect to someone else. We tried others, and there wasn't enough options for people to select the right camera or the right microphone.
Yeah, that last one we tried was so weird.
The last one we tried had the problem of the quality settings were too high on the video stream. So, and because it wasn't you couldn't configure that at all in any way, if you didn't have enough bandwidth, you just got nothing. because nothing could get through, and it's like it's not hard to write the thing. I know how to do it. I just haven't got time.
I don't know how to do it.
and the thing is, like, we because we're streamers, there are certain things we want. Like a lot of these video chat tools, the person on your you don't see yourself. Because why would you want to do that in a normal video conference, right? You wouldn't. But if you're a streamer, you want to be included. You don't want the host of the video call to not be broadcast throughout the game.
Yeah, that actually happened when I did a video with just one person. And I think because I accidentally selected them, so I never popped up.
Yeah.
So it was just my voice, and he's just sitting there, and then he'd talk. It's like, no.
So yeah, I mean, it's not difficult to write these things. It just takes time, and
not for you, darling.
And the thing is, if people don't use the tools, then there's no point doing them.
No.
But if people use these tools, then I will take them further. I'll spend some time on them and making them better. So let's have a quick catch on the chat.
Well, yes, I was just about to say, I think Jaren D&D has actually set up a game for us.
Awesome.
So thank you very much.
Just keep it to 2-3 hours, yeah? Nice and short.
Yeah, short and sweet, but I do know that he wakes up sort of interesting hours of the day, so that's really cool that you fit that in.
So the next... Oh, God, struggling with the
so
scroll
Steve
wheel.
says, Hangouts is in Death Spiral. Yes, it is, unfortunately.
It is, yeah.
F.
Oh, gosh, trying to get this thing to scroll. There, one bit more. There we.
Stream something. There's that bit there.
Hang on, let me try it.
This is the bit where we squint at the screen and try and read stuff.
Yeah, it's just so hard to scroll when there's been a load of chat.
StreamYards has seemed to be pretty good so far.
StreamYards.
I've not heard of that one. We
Okay,
tried
can
a few
you
different ones.
Facebook Messenger that with a link, and we'll check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve Ross says 98% of the population don't know how to do that. Hats off to me. Well, thank you, but I mean, it's what I do. So everyone has their skill. Mine happens to be making computers do stuff, and in the last 12, 13 years or so, that's actually longer than that. 15 years is it now that I've worked in the web sector. So that's my skill. That's what I do, and but everyone has their special ability.
Yes.
But for me, it's doing nerdy things on computer browsers.
Nerd.
Yeah. So, Power Up Gamer says, yeah, it will be short. Okay, thank you. Steve Ross, my skill is drinking and forgetting stuff. I like to think that I give that a good go. Might not be the most skilled at it, but I certainly do try.
Right.
The effort is there.
I have no comment with that.
Well, your skill is music.
It is.
And loving me.
And loving. I love how that's a skill. Anyway, we're starting to
I
ramble.
think I take a skill to love.
We are rambling.
Yes.
We are starting to ramble.
We are. That is because we're getting near the end of the stream. So we hope you are really excited about this, because we've worked really hard this year to get this many sponsors, and I don't think we can do it this big next year.
Why not?
We've got a wedding to plan.
Oh yeah. We do, yes.
Because we actually started planning this year's con at Dragon Meet in December.
Yeah.
Right, that's when we started getting
Having
sponsors.
said that, we've had big spikes of activity.
Yeah.
There have been times, for example, when I've been on sick leave where we couldn't really do anything, and then there have been a couple of other times as well where we didn't do much. But then loads of stuff happened, so it's been like this.
But, I mean, the wedding's a massive event. I mean, people say that it's the biggest thing you organise in your life, and I'm like, I'm a convention organiser. It really isn't, but, it's I know what goes into a big event, and it is a bit scary.
I'm not scared now. I'm all good.
It's just getting everything there, and the budget and everything for a wedding. It's a little bit daunting.
Yeah, but we're fine.
Because mother's gonna nag. Right. let's just catch up and chat.
Yeah,
So
we agreed no wedding planning until after the con.
Yeah, I
No
know.
more
Oh
wedding
gosh, I'm trying to find it. It's so hard to scroll this thing. I know you well enough. No, hang on, I got it.
Wow, this window.
I know you well enough to not only know that's true, Steve, but being sober, I can remember all the things you tried to forget. Power Up Gamers says something. Can't wait. Glad to see some new faces involved.
Yeah.
Steve Ross, Ronnie Bradley. That's because you are cool. Steve says low cost wedding, high quality honeymoon is the plan. We're going down an entertainment route.
Yes.
It's very not traditional. But, yeah.
But that's
anyway.
good. Because I like non-traditional. Cool.
That's it, guys.
That is it.
Thank you so much for supporting this convention and being part of it with us. We will see you next week. We're probably not going to go live next Friday. That's the important thing to state.
No. Because obviously we have a much bigger stream the day after.
Yes, and we're going to have to set everything up in the days beforehand. Because we're not going to be streaming from here.
No.
We're going to be streaming from the downstairs, the games room. We did consider doing it in because we actually do have access to a TV studio. But the problem is, it's got no bedroom, no kitchen. You can't do 24 hours without those things to hand.
But before you all disappear, let's thank the most awesome people in the world.
Most definitely. Can I read them?
Yes, you may.
Or should we do alternate names?
No, you read.
Okay. I want to thank, personally, from the bottom of my heart, these people. Russell Higgins, Jolly Mangina, Mark Threlfall, Amber, Brandon Fishwick, Dave Poirier, AJ, Fuke Enterprises, Nate Hanshan, Philip Bate, and Elizabeth Chai-Predictical.
Thank you so much, all of you, for helping us with postage, and thank you to those of you who donated this evening.
Yeah,
that's
it was
amazing.
Really awesome. It was such a lovely surprise to see this thing.
Yes, it was really, really lovely.
So
thank you all for your continuous support, and also to all of you on the stream who join us every week. You are the ones who sort of keep us motivated every week to do this.
£1,505 in excess of. Well,
Very
there's
nice.
a little inaccuracy there because I had to kind of guess what $1,000 would turn into with the donation from Studio Agate.
That's true. Can you reach it
So
there?
yes, I can, because I'm tall and lanky.
Yes, I'm not. I'm short. I'm short.
So it's a little bit of guesswork. So they might get adjusted at some point when I get the final currency converted amount. But yeah, thank you. Have a great week. We will see you next week at Con+2. Don't miss it. The world's biggest RPG prize giveaway. The biggest giveaway of prizes in RPG history. Nobody has given away this much stuff in 24 hours
Seriously,
before.
no. Over 200 prizes, people.
It's way in excess, I think.
Well, as I say, over. I have not counted recently, but over 200 prizes. Let's end the stream.
See you next week, guys.
See you next
Take care.
week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.